everybody. Welcome to an episode of Magic the Gathering Arena with your host, Gary. Yeah, alright. Well, let's just get into it while I fumble over the introduction. I think we've had enough of that. What are we going to play today? What are we going to play? You know, I've been having a lot of fun with this deck lately, so why don't we go over this? Let me just... yeah, it's Magda the Hoardmaster. When you commit a crime, create a tap treasure token. This ability triggers only once per turn. Only once per turn is important. You got to remember that, because I didn't at first when I was playtesting this deck, and I thought, oh, I can spew spells and make a million treasures. No, slow down. Once per turn. But if you can sacrifice 3 treasures, you get a 4/4 red scorpion, dragon, creature, token with flying and haste. Haste! Activate only as a sorcery. Again, that last little bit right there, I didn't catch on to right away, which resulted in some play mistakes. Well. And let's get into the whole crime thing, because I wasn't really familiar with crime until I was. Crime. Targeting opponents, anything they control, and or cards in their graveyards is a crime. Well, we're in red. We can commit a lot of crime real easy. And I'll show you how. Let's get this sorted out. We'll change our deck layout and bring this up. Alright. So let's start with the lands. Lands are easy. Bunch of mountains. A nice Ramunap Ruins. I can say the last word, but I can't say the first word. Why I think this is important? Because opponents forget about it. They think, oh, I've got 2 life, but I've got his board clear and his hand empty. We're safe. And then you untap and kill them. It's a nice little bit of reach that the deck can sorely need. Mountains. They tap for red mana. Goated. Den of the Bugbear. I love this man land. Again, it's one of those little things that your opponents forget about. And then, bam! They're dead. And, of course, Castle Embereth, which really, we don't really use often because we're not really a go-wide deck. But it's there. It's useful. What are some fun things? Let's start with the fun things. Chandra. Hope's Beacon. You know, there was one game where I Chandra'd into a Chandra, and I'm talking about this. Where is she? Yeah, this one. Played her, killed a thing, untapped, made red, played other Chandra, killed more things. It was all good times all around. You're not going to do that all the time, but they're strong enough on their own merits that I think they're worth including. Twin Flame Tyrant. Double damage on a 3/5 flyer. Evasion is good. Double damage is good. 5 mana for this package? Absolutely. Must include. Goldspan Dragon. Makes treasures. Makes your treasures do more. Flying. Haste. I love haste. If I could have everything in the deck have haste without playing Mass Hysteria, I think there is a card like that, but we're a little bloated as it is. We got like several of these type of cards. Discard a card, draw cards, make treasures. Valuable. Especially when you're sitting on 1 treasure and you're like, gee, I really wish I could activate my commander. Well, we got you, fam. We got Big Score, Pirate's Pillage, the other one, Unexpected Windfall. All of them. They're all that good in this deck. Makes treasures. Makes basically a better copy of himself, because instead of Flample, we have Flaced. Or you get some impulse draws. Your choice. Torbrand, again, like Twin Flame Tyrant, really good. Gives you some extra reach, gives you some extra damage. Really helps you close out a tight game. Ubrask. Okay, let's talk about Ubrask or Urabrask for a second. Yeah. Cast an instant or sorcery spell. deals 1 damage to target opponent, which is a crime. Yeah, see where I'm going with this? And you add red. And then if you have cast 3 or more instant or sorcery spells this turn, you can turn them into the Great Work, which is basically free damage to your opponent and every creature they control. Nice little board wipe. Free treasure tokens, which is great with our commander because that's the cost of a dragon. And until end of turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from your graveyard. If a spell cast this way would be put into a graveyard, exile it, blah, 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 blah. It's amazing. If you get the Great Work, it's pretty much game over, unless they have you dead on board, which is hard, considering you just wiped out all their weenies. There you go. We got a lot of burn. We got a Blood Moon, because Blood Moon's awesome. Chaos Warp, which I have a love-hate relationship with. Impulse Draws, more Treasure Makers, more damage, more treasures, damage, treasures, and Impulse Draws. Because red isn't good at drawing cards, but it's good at Impulse Draws. Now what that means is exiling cards from the top of your library and being able to cast them maybe this turn, maybe the next turn, I don't know. It's up to you. On that note, Count on Luck, freaking sweet. It basically does what Black does with, like, I don't know, Phyrexian Arena, but it doesn't cost you life. And it helps you hit your land drops. And it helps you find threats and spells and treasures and more impulse draws. It's a lot of fun. This deck, if you like red, you're going to have fun with it. I mean, what else could you want in a red deck than to commit crimes and get paid? Alright, let's get into some games now. Oh, wrong one. I'll just edit that out later. No big deal. Or I will not. Anyways, we got the deck selected. We're in the queue. We're waiting for an opponent. I was making tea, but maybe not anymore. Alright, we're playing against Golos. Golo! Alright, Golo, what do you got? Well, we got not a bad hand, honestly. We got a nice curve. We could either go Young Pyro, Ruby, or Magda on 2. We can follow that up with, again, more stuff on 3, more stuff on 4, and we're off to the races. Let's see what we got from Golo. Oh, hey, and we're on the play. Lovely. God, I hope he drops a Bird of Paradise. I really want to blast the bird. Come on. Do it, buddy. Do it for the camera. Let me blast your bird. Wait, phrasing? Oh, never mind. Well, he's going to be boring. So I'm going to be boring too. I'm just going to ramp. Why am I ramping? So I can double spell next turn. Potentially even triple spell if he casts something that I can target. Or we could just play Torbrand. Or we could just play Count on Luck. Seems like he's got not very much going on. Okay, so this is instant or sorcery, but we can do this. We can go Magda, and then we can commit a crime with Chandra, and then we can play our Young Pyromancer. Seems like fun, right? Haha! And we've got, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents to his free on the board by turn 3. That's not bad, if you ask me. And he's only got blue, and whatever. So it's not like he can board wipe us right away. And after we land the Torbrand, he's going to be taking a shit ton of damage. Or he will not. Anyways. Well, let's start again. Ba, 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 And we just need... we might as well stop on it. I don't know. Let's put a stop on his end step so we can Galvanic Blast his face for another crime and a free dragon next turn. Well, that didn't go quite as well as I wanted it to, but... what can you do? Okay, he's spelunking. He's spelunking. Does he have a cave? He has a temple of deceit. You know what? That's very fitting, opponent, because you are a deceitful one, lulling me into that false sense of security before board wiping me. What the hell is that? Apparently it's a forest. It's just a forest. Okay, well, we're gonna blast your face. Oh. I thought we had more mana than that. That's okay. We'll probably be fine. We're red. We don't need brains when we have brawn. Let's get another treasure. And let's get a dragon. And let's get a Torbran. And let's go smash him face. Ooh! That's gotta hurt. He's got to do something this turn to interact with our board, or we kill him. Does he have it in him? Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No, seriously, I'm on the edge of my seat, because he could have literally anything. He's got the mana for it. He's got the mana for Toxic Deluge. He's got the mana for... yeah, actually pretty much just Toxic Deluge or Burn Down the House. Possibly that God one. You know, the one with Bolus on it. And he's going to casualties us. Okay, well, that's still probably going to kill him. Because we have the Banefire. Ahaha. And we'll give him the good game. And Banefire him for one. Just one. Only one. And just like that, we have achieved a victory. Aha! 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 Woohoo! Let's go. On to the next one. So, if we can beat Golos, we can pretty much beat anything, right? Well, let's test that hypothesis. See, I made one mistake that game, and it didn't matter, because we were just so strong. Strong. Actually, it might have actually been the one thing that won us the game, because that mistake was an extra 2 damage. You tell me, audience. You tell me. How many games are we going to play today? I don't know. I'll play for about half an hour. See if we can get a half hour's worth of content out of this. Unless we keep sweeping the board with our opponents, and then you're just going to get bored. In fact, I'm not even going to edit this. I'm going to upload it raw. Raw, I tell you. Like that thing that Gordon Ramsay was upset about. You know the one. Where is the lamb sauce? Where is the opponent? It's been a minute. Come on, I'm making content here. Let's go. Pow! Did that work? Oh my god, it worked. Alright, let's do this. Alright, who are we up against? It's one of the new ones. Titus! Hey, I know that guy. He's me. I think. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may move a counter from target creature you control onto a second target creature you control. So he moves counters around. Draw cards, proliferate. Oh god, that's terrifying. Okay, this guy is pretty terrifying. Do we have a way to deal with him? We got a couple ways. Got a couple means, and we got to return the favor, which is a pet card of mine. So let's play a mountain and say go. And Who do I go for? I think we go for Magda, just because I like to play this a little later on when I actually need it. Because this is an impulse draw engine. And he gives us a nice little target for a little Abrade, I think, is the appropriate response. And we swing in with Magda and pass the turn. Now we've got a fair bit of removal. Oh yeah. Oh, that guy isn't going to last long. I think we want to get our walker down. I know, we're going backwards with our treasure count, but
You want to go, tough?
good enough, I guess. On to the next one. Oh, leave the match. That is 2-0 this session. I know the opponent was kind of a big, giant baby, conceding to Chandra, but I guess it makes sense. If your deck is full of creatures and you see a Chandra, you don't really want to F with that. You know what I mean? I think I overbrewed my tea. Probably don't need the caffeine anyways, judging by my energy levels. Alright. Oh, this only took 30 seconds this time. We have Minwu, White Mage. Again, I am not familiar with this at all. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on is Cleric Tribal. But it's a slow as heck commander coming down, but we still need some early game interaction, and that will do it. I love Dragon's Rage Channeler. I think you know why. Surveilling on everything you do is good. So let's get it started. And whatever he plays, we can probably blast down. Although, there is a slight chance that we cannot. So, do we wait for him to protect it? I say... Oh, wrong one. Let's see if he wants to trade. Let's start there. Let's see if he wants to trade. Trade offer. My Dragon's Rage Channeler for your Selfless Spirit. Nope, he does not want to trade. To blast or not to blast? That is the question. Well, we won't get our Scry. We will get a Surveil. You know what? I think it's worth it. I'm just going to do it and hope for the best like I always do when I'm playing a red deck. He might not sacrifice in response. He sacrificed in response. Flare, nah. He's probably going to have a lot of protection. And, we don't have a lot of gas. These lands are starting to pile up, I do say. If we never draw land for the rest of the game, we're probably okay like this. Luminok. Well, we're definitely blasting that one. I mean, come on. Come on! Blast. Surveil. Go to the bin. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. And swing in. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? You know, when we get to turn 5, we're going to have a decision. Chandra and... Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I would dare say it's Bone Crushy time. And then we'll have the Goldspan Dragon, I think is best. Because he's running a little slow, it would seem. Oh, he wants to come play. Just imagine me doing that karate move where it's like, yeah, bring it. Boo. There's 8 damage coming at your face. What you gonna do? Apparently nothing. And I'm gonna play my commander. Because I can. And I think having more permanents on board is probably for the best. Unless, of course, he board wipes here, in which case, I'm sad. Okay, so how do we get this crime spree rolling? Sorry, my dad just texted me and I got distracted. So how do we get this crime spree rolling? Well, he's only got a free and a 2-free, so we can easily go in and swing for the fences. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start there. I'm going to go swinging. You know what I'm thinking? I might just impulse off Chandra. Or I could go damage to the face. I think I gotta do this, honestly. Copy. Galvanic. And that can go to the bin. Because I want his face to be available. And Obliterating Bolt seems fine. I don't really care how big that gets at the moment. Because reasons. But I want to make his face available for blasting.
Yep, I'm basically a professional at saving in this drive by now.
Because we've got a lot of damage on board, and if he swings in, he's done for. So he's got a 6/6 and a free and a 2/1, but only the 4/4 can fly, and we can Obliterating Bolt it. We cannot Obliterating Bolt it. I'm just going to throw the Dragon's Rage Channeler in the way. So we want our Chandra. This is getting desperate. How do we kill him? I don't think we do. Good game. Good game, opponent. Yeah, his commander is just a little too strong, and we probably shouldn't have targeted that guy without having a backup plan. Oh well. Live and learn. I figured that was going to be a brutal matchup. I didn't say anything. I probably should. But, yeah. That was a tough match. He really was able to turn it around. Good job, opponent. Alright. We're up against another white deck. Do we have the goods? I think we might. I like going first of all. I like playing Ruby Medallion. And I don't know about whatever opponent is doing, but I'm just going to do this. I think I fucked up. Yes, I did. Well. Live and learn. Now, either Light Pause is going to be very difficult to kill, or he will not. Okay, so let's start with Chandra. Or Magda. I don't know why I said Chandra. Crime! Crime, 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 crime. Your go, opponent. Maybe I should even say that. Your go. I don't know. I don't really like taunting them. But, I could. All that glitters. Well, that's a lot of damage. And sheltered by ghosts. Yeah, that's pretty much game right there. I mean, what are we supposed to do against a 7? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to decline. I'm going to say good game and say, you got there, opponent. You got there. those last two games. I guess mono white is not a good matchup for us unless we somehow... I don't know. I'll have to review the tapes later and find out. For now, we just have to keep going. We got Frasios and Timna. That's a classic pairing. You can tell the wind got knocked out of my sails by those last two. That was just brutal. And I feel like this is not going to be any better. Well, let's find out. Oh my god, that is so bloody annoying. I guess you get a card, opponent, but consider it your last card.
Listen, pal, I'm with the Gatewatch, so you might as well give up already. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
This is going to be a really, really frustrating match. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to suck. Oh, at least he landed. That's a good sign.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
We got a Dargon. And we don't have a Dargon. Well, that's a shame. But he's got no way to get after our Chandra at the moment. Oh man, we really need removal like right now, like 10 minutes ago. Oh no.
Think of something good.
Oh no. We're dead. Oh no. Okay, well, let's go attacking. You fool! Ah! You foolish, fool of fools. Oh, that was too good. Oh no, he didn't go after the Planeswalker. Oh no. Oh no. Opponent, what are you doing? Oh jeez. Oh golly. Oh gee willikers. I guess we'll hold our critters back in case he has some way to reach out and torch Chandra. Well, I guess he does. How annoying. Auto pay.
I will burn Phyrexia to ash. Use it wisely.
I mean, he made a big mistake. And, like, honestly, losing that Captain Sisay, like, I mean, I make mistakes, but I don't make those kind of mistakes. Well, I'm not going to block. What do you expect me to do? Alright, Zorn. Yeah, I'll pay. We can't really afford not to. And next damage, let's do 1. Let's get some treasures going. And let's make a Dargon. I probably should have waited until next turn to do that. I feel like he's just going to swing for the fences, though. I don't think he's going to play defensively. I don't think this opponent has it in him to play defensively. I think he has it in him to play another sweeper, though. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Do we block? We can kill it. And honestly, that seems like a good plan. Lest he play a planeswalker and kill us. He's really throwing away resources like they don't matter. I guess for this type of deck, it doesn't. Exile each other. Okay, whatever. What am I going to do about that, right? No, he's down to 6 life. He is within burn range. So we might be able to gotcha him if we draw correctly. Oh my. Resolve. Let's pay it. See if he wants to play around.
Yep, I'm basically a professional at saving Innistrad by now.
Let's see if we can lock him out of his mana.
Singed.
Okay. Look at all those lovely mountains. Yeah, I guess no attacks. Oh man. Oh jeez. He's really locked down there. Huh. I guess I block. I mean, I can replay my stuff. I don't know if you can. Cancel. Let's play her. Yeah. I pay the 1. And do we get there? I mean, we got free treasures. He's locked out of his lands. What's he gonna do?
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
I mean, you go right ahead, buddy. I will just await your response. Alright, good game. I really think opponents should have managed his resources better. And would you look at that? It's been 32 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, I don't know if you like the deck, hate the deck, like me, hate me. Whatever. This is what it is. It's a red deck that plays like a red deck. You play fast, you play hard, you don't waste resources, and you try your best not to make mistakes. See how much it cost me in that 1 mono white matchup, and imagine that's you, and how foolish you would feel, especially being on camera, which you probably wouldn't be. Anyways, have fun, take care. I've got the list on Moxfield. It's in the description down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.